I'm KJ, and I've made over $100,000 this year using the skill of copywriting. And after teaching 50 plus students or so how to make real money with copywriting, I've discovered that there are 4 major mistakes that are hindering you from living that digital nomad, writer, Wi-Fi money, Dubai, millionaire lifestyle that you want so bad, right? But luckily, I'm going to show you exactly what these mistakes are and how you can solve them in this video. So without further ado, no need to buy a course or anything. It's all going to be covered in this vid, so let's do it. So I wanted to bring you guys 4 mistakes that you probably haven't heard anyone else talk about in the copywriting space. That way I can really help you guys and add some value to you just through this video. So let's get right into it. So the first mistake that I see a lot is people try to master all of these basic fundamentals of copywriting, but they miss one of the biggest concepts that you have to nail when it comes to actually getting people to take action. You see, why do people take action, right? Well, they have a problem, and that problem creates pain. And this pain festers, and when the pain gets big enough, they actually want to take action. So for instance, if you put your hand over a fire, the pain gets really hot, you start burning, and to the point where you move your hand because it burns so bad. And so it's all about creating pain, and some people seem to get that, but then they don't understand how pain is actually created. And so one of the biggest tools that you can use to create real pain is specificity and also frequency. Let me explain what I mean by that. So basically, if I was to, address you as a copywriter and say, you know what, I'm gonna help you master copywriting. It's like that's very general. Like, what does master mean? It's not very specific. It's not really benefit driven. Like, what does that mean? You have to be specific in your messaging, not just where you're niching down, but in every single pain point, in every single benefit bullet, in every single thing you do. The more specific you are, the more pain or the more benefit it builds, which then leads to more pain because they don't have that thing yet. And it makes you want to take action. So for instance, if you're talking about a pain point for, let's see, women who want to lose weight, you can't stand the way you look, or you don't like the way you look. That's very general. Like, what does that really mean? Like, get specific to build this pain. Every time you're walking down the street, anytime you pass a glass or a mirror, you catch a glance of your body and you just shudder inside because you know you could be better. And you start avoiding mirrors, because you can't stand how you see yourself. And every time you see a mirror, it reminds you of your failures. Like, you have to get specific, right? Stuff like that creates pain. And when you have that specificity in your headlines, in your benefit bullets, in your offer stack, in your pain points, in all these places, the more specific you get, the more pain it creates and the more action that gets people to take. And so that is mistake number 1, not being specific enough. And so what does it really mean to be specific? Well, to me, specificity is making it very, very tangible in their head. So if I was to say, I have a fruit, right? You might be thinking of an apple. I might be thinking of a banana. Someone else might be thinking of a blueberry, a strawberry, a watermelon. Like, it's not specific. It's just general fruit. Or like when somebody says, transform your dream body. It's like, what the frick does that mean? It can mean a million things to a million people. So to me, specificity is when you're using words that say the exact things that you want your reader to picture, to imagine in their head. So instead of saying fruit, I could say apple. It's a little bit more specific. Now we're all kind of thinking along the same lines, but you could be thinking of a red apple. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of a green apple or a Honeycrisp apple or a red and yellow apple. Like, the more specific you get basically means that the less chance people have to think of anything else besides what you're actually saying. You're very, very specific, and make it tangible. We want them to have a movie picture going on in their head. So they should be able to visualize what you're talking about in their head, to actually see it as a movie. So yeah, that's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, right, when it comes to actually making money with copywriting, is not taking any action on the HLAs. And I'll explain what that means. So basically, if you want to get somewhere in life, you have a goal to make 5K, make 1K, make 10K with copywriting. There are actions that you can take that will progress you towards that goal quickly, and there are actions that you take that will not get you there quickly, and there are actions you take that will actually put you backwards from getting you further away from hitting that goal. And so the actions that we take that are the most important, the ones that get you to that goal fastest, are called the highest leverage activities, or HLAs. And chances are you're not seeing any progress because you're not taking action on the HLAs. And I hate to break it to you, but this video is not a high leverage activity. It is a low leverage activity. Anytime you're watching content, reading copywriting books, like, This stuff is lower leverage activities. Why? Because if you read 1,000 books on copywriting, that's all you did, you would not make any money. Like if you just read books. However, if you're writing copy every single day, that is a high leverage activity. If you're sending outreaches every single day, that is a high leverage activity. So I like to run this by the 1,000-hour test. So if you read copywriting books for 1,000 hours, would you get better? Would you learn knowledge? Probably. But would that directly make you 10K a month? No, it wouldn't. If you watch my videos for 100 hours, 1,000 hours, would it help you? Yeah. But would it make you money? No. So what are the actual actions that really make you the money? So think about it. If you wrote copy for 1,000 hours and you sent outreaches for 1,000 hours, you would make money, right? Like you would get better because you're actually doing the thing. And then if you sent 1,000 hours of outreaches, you would get a client. So those are the high leverage activities. And most of you are not taking action on them. You're deluding yourself by watching these videos, telling yourself, oh, I did something today, making yourself feel better on the inside. But you're nowhere closer to your goal, guys. Stop watching. I'm literally telling you to not watch my videos. Like, it's because I love you guys and I want you guys to actually win. So stop watching this stuff. Stop watching these gurus who are just trying to sell you, and just do the stuff. Just write more copy, send more outreaches. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And so that's mistake number 2. Not enough action on HLAs. Mistake number 3. People like to throw around free value and value creation, and no one knows what it really means. So I'll break it down very simple right now. You're trying to create value for your clients and for your clients' customers. That is your job, creating value for them and using value to move them through the throughput system to get them to buy, to make money. So how does value creation actually work? Well, you must understand, once again, someone has a problem. Human beings run off of problems. We all have problems eternally. As long as we're breathing, we have problems. And to us, those problems need to be solved. Why? Because those problems create pain, and pain is uncomfortable. We do not like pain, and so we're willing to do whatever it takes to get that pain alleviated. So when you solve a problem, pain is alleviated. Shout out to Charlie Morgan for that quote. And then guess what? Value is created. So value is created when pain is alleviated. And so to do this, you must solve like specific problems that are creating pains. So if you're solving problems that no one even cares about, are not causing anybody any pain, then you're not creating value. But if you're solving specific problems and focusing on alleviating those pains, you're creating value. Think about the lead magnets that I gave you guys in the last couple of videos. So I taught you exactly how to write a 6-figure VSL. Then I gave you a 6-figure VSL template. That literally solved your problem if you used it. You now know how to write a VSL and you have a template to do it. Like your pain was alleviated. You had pain of not knowing how to do this and you couldn't use it to get clients. If your client asked you, you didn't know how to make one. But now you do. It's like value was created, but it's because it was a specific problem. I didn't just say, oh, how to write good copy. It's like, no, you have this one problem that's causing you pain. You don't know how to write VSLs. Boom, solve it. It's gone. Value created. You're happy. I'm happy. Everyone wins. So once again, coming back to specificity and coming back to understanding problems and pain. That is mistake number 3. Is you must understand those and how you actually create value. And then number 4, most of you guys start off on your journey. You get so excited to learn copywriting. You've watched one of the gurus who told you that, oh, just write some emails, make $10,000. Or, oh, you're broke if you don't make over $20,000. Guys, clueless. But anyways, my rant for the day. Most of you watched those guys. You got excited. You got motivated. You got on. Maybe you wrote an email or 2. You watched a bunch of videos. You felt like you understood it. Went to write copy. It didn't really pan out so hot. Then you try to get feedback in different places in these free servers, and no one wanted to give you feedback. And if they did, it was like blind leading the blind. It was like people who aren't making money with copywriting showing you how to make money with copywriting, which is clueless. And then you kind of gave up. You kind of slowed down. Maybe you watch these videos every now and then, but you don't actually write any copy. And most of the problem, guys, is because you're playing this game in solo player. You're playing in solo player. And when you're doing this challenge by yourself, you don't have feedback, you don't have motivation, you don't have accountability, and most importantly, as a man, you don't have competition. You have no one spurring you on. Think about when you played video games growing up. Like for me, it was Halo 3. Like if I queued up in a match by myself, solo player, it wasn't fun. I wasn't as motivated. I wasn't as competitive. Like it was just me playing the game. But whenever I would queue up in multiplayer with all 5 of my friends and we'd be going ham and we'd be having fun, competing with each other, seeing who can get the most kills, it was fun and I was making a lot more progress. And that's how you need to treat copywriting. And guys, yes, you can join my coaching group, you can join my school, you can find community there, but you don't have to. You don't have to spend any money on this. Literally, go look at the comments in my videos, hit those people up. Go look at the comments on my Instagram post, go hit those people up. Join free Discord servers. I don't have one because, like I said, I don't think it's that valuable because it's just blind leading the blind. But go join some free stuff, join my $100 school, and DM people and be like, hey, do you want to grind with me? Do you want to go hard? Because I can tell you now from starting my coaching group, I thought all the value would come from me teaching them. And yes, it does add a lot of value in getting my copy reviews and feedback from other coaches. But honestly, the coolest part about it is just the group of absolute killers, man. It's so nice. Like, I'm sitting in the Discord channel right now, and there's like 4 people in here with mics muted, just writing in the writing room. Like, we're all grinding, bro. We're grinding out real life. And you don't have to pay for it. Yes, it does help to pay because you get higher quality people. Like, if you join these groups, and don't join my group, guys. This isn't a sales pitch. I just want to teach you a lesson here because it's helped me a lot. Is when you pay to join groups, part of the value is knowing that every other person in there also paid to join. So now you understand that, hey, if someone paid multiple $1,000s to join KJ's coaching program and you paid the same to join in there, you know this person is serious, they're competent, and they're trying to make this thing work. Versus these free groups, you're just teaming up with like losers most of the time. But you don't have to join it. Like I said, reach out to people. There are people going hard in the free stuff. So just find them, reach out. But yeah, those are it. So 1, specificity is powerful because it creates pain. No action on HLAs. Solve that. Only take action on high leverage activities. Writing copy, sending outreach. 3, understand how value is actually created by solving specific problems and alleviating specific pains. And then 4, don't stay in solo player. Guys, find friends. Play this game on multiplayer. It's one of the greatest gifts God has given us, which is community and brotherhood. And so use it. Don't stay solo. Anyways, hope this helps you guys. See you later.